Hello, everybody. Teachers from McPhee. We are here to discuss a little bit about our extra technology program that we have now access to at our school. Our campus has been very fortunate enough to have purchased the licensing usage of Education Galaxy to be used not only for math and science, but language arts and writing as well. So we do have a valuable resource here that is not only aligned to our state standards, but at the same time also something that we can follow up on for the any type of assignment that is assigned to our children that we have in our classroom. So let's go ahead and begin by logging in. This program has been, while we're waiting there, let me go ahead and log in here. So the first thing that it's going to ask you to do is to log in with your username. And for those of you who are not aware of this, our username is going to be our school email account. So that's what I'm typing in right now. A complete list is available from our instructional specialist, Ms. Henry, and we can make that accessible to everybody, although I believe it's already been emailed to everybody. But just if there is by any chance you did not receive it, then of course we can get that to you as well. Submit your password. The password is already established for you as well, so we don't have to worry about that. You don't have to create your own. It is a campus-based decision as far as what the passwords are. This is the first screen that you're actually going to get when you first log in. For the moment, I'm going to log out, taking a little longer to work there. And I'm going to hide several features for the moment, such as that one right there. And where I'm going to concentrate on, these are the main menus that you have access to. Home, which is obviously where we started off on. Profile just basically gives you your account name. The account and settings is not something that a teacher has access to. This is generated at a campus level. So our principal or instructional specialist are the persons that would be able to have more say so over the account settings and the settings overall for the program itself. So where I'm going to look into right now is the Student Center, and we'll have a separate video just on viewing as a student, because I feel that's very important for people to understand, our teachers to understand. Add student and import students are going to be two features that you do not have to worry about, simply because since this is a campus-based subscription, the company has already taken our student rosters by classroom and teacher assignment and provided a preloaded view for our students, so that we can just go ahead and create our classes. So speaking of creating a class, I'm going to skip the manage users for the moment, because that's going to require a separate video as well, and talk about creating a class. Once you hit the creating the class button, all you have to do is select your grade level. And this again across the entire campus, available from kindergarten all the way up to fifth grade. And you'll have a list of all the students in fourth grade. As you find your students, all you have to do is go ahead and highlight the student that you're talking about and transfer over by hitting this arrow over. Anything that you see in this particular column on the right hand side will be the students that you are trying to bring over. So let me bring one more over. These are just total random names. Click on over. Once you are done selecting all your students for that particular name, you can assign the class name. We're going to put this down as Martinez 2. And student search is actually, if you didn't find them within the overall listing, you can cut down the chase and just type in the name of the student and you should have the same results. Once you are there, all you have to do is create the class at that point. That's as simple as it gets. I am not going to worry about that at this point, because we are going to be looking at a few other things. Once you've created your classes, like I mentioned, I just showed you how to do that. Let's go ahead and view our classes. The two classes I've already established has been my own homeroom and the switch homeroom for my partner teacher, Mrs. Dixon. So if you need to look at these, all you have to do is edit any particular classroom. Here I'm choosing to edit my homeroom, and you see that these are all my students that are listed there. Perhaps a student has left for some reason or another, then all you have to do is choose that particular student and make the change that you are looking for. At this point, I'm going to leave it alone and move on to another feature that I think goes hand in hand with our use of creating a classroom. At least at the beginning, you'll be using all of this together. And that concerns not only the creating the classes, viewing the classes as you did just see me handle or create. Let's go to manage users. And under the manage users within the Student Center, the first one that I'm going to ask you to look at is the view students. Here in the view students, all you have to do is select your grade level. Once you choose your fourth grade level and you already created your classes, you can see who your students are and filter your students. Why am I doing this? Because of two reasons. One, you can even toggle here between a view of 20 students or more. So I'm doing 50 because I have 22 students in my classroom. And I will go ahead and show you all of this right there. This is a roster that perhaps you want to keep for yourself. You are more than welcome to print this out and have a handy dandy quick roster list in case the student happens to forget their username or password. Their usernames generally, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be the word me followed by their student number, and their password is very simply their student number repeated, excuse me. So I've shown you that. And let me see if there's anything else here. So that was looking at that it was the viewing the students. However, at this point, I want to show you one other thing, which is going to be just as important. We're going to be seeing our students as if I can, there we go. Here we actually have the individual student login cards, and you have access to, by homeroom, all the students that are in that particular room or class assignment, and you can print out the cards. And what you'll also see is that in each individual student will have their username and password. So this is something that's very handy for the students to have, make the parents aware of what their password and username is so that they too can access the information. So I believe this is probably the most important thing that you need to do here in this particular section, and each video will be broken down into the particular use that as a teacher we consider important. So I hope you enjoyed the beginning stages of using Education Galaxy. Please stay with me so we can continue to see different topics. See you soon.